What's up everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're gonna be testing the AUTEL Maxi AP200. This is the latest and greatest Bluetooth scanner from AUTEL. First I want to thank AUTEL for sending me this to test out, and today we're gonna put it to the test with a very difficult vehicle to work with, which is this 2003 Mercedes. This car has 47 separate computers or control modules, and we will see how many this scanner can talk to and communicate with. Over here on the back it says that it can connect, it can get DTCs and live data, O2 sensors. It works with all makes and models, and it connects with all systems, but we're gonna see how many of these 47 systems this scanner can connect to. It says throttle match, ABS, EPB bleed. That's pretty impressive. Generate repair reports, engine codes, and odometer and tire and TPMS. So that's pretty good. So we're gonna open it up, connect it to the OBD on this car, and we will see what it can do. Okay, so before you plug in the scanner into your OBD, you have to download the apps. This is the AUTEL Maxi AP200, so I already downloaded it. You have to make an account and then you hit bind. See bind right here, and then you have to scan this barcode of the scanner. So I'm gonna scan it. Okay, now I'm gonna plug it in, and then I'm gonna hit detect firmware. It says my vehicle is detected right here, so I'm gonna hit OK at the bottom. Okay, so here it is. This is the DTCs. You hit them and there's no fault codes. I don't have check engine light or anything. So this is the IM readiness. This is for the emissions and the cycles that the car goes through, so they're all okay. Oh no. Okay, so live data, there is a lot of live data. I looked at this before, and man, there is a lot of live data this scanner can pull. So we're gonna look at them really quickly. So no DTCs, fuel trim, closed loop, that's because the car is warmed up. The load value, the coolant temperature right here. The short fuel trim bank 1, long trim bank 1, bank 2, same thing. Intake absolute pressure 46 kilopascal, engine RPMs, the vehicle speed, ignition timing advance. That's really helpful for people who like to monitor how their car is running, because sometimes when you get bad fuel, the engine, the PCM is gonna retard the timing a little bit. So this is at my -17. I just filled it up with premium. If you put bad gas or less than premium for especially these cars, the engine's gonna retard. So there's gonna be like -2 or -3, something like that. You know something's wrong. So intake air temperature, yeah, it's pretty hot today here in Arizona. Airflow, mass airflow values, absolute throttle position. So if I hit the throttle, this should change. Right away, see. Command secondary air status off. That's the secondary air pump. There is a lot of values. Oxygen sensors, bank 1, sensor 1, sensor 2, bank 2. Short fuel trims, bank 2. Everything. It is impressive that it can pull all these. There's an O2 sensor monitor. Let's hit that. Hopefully it doesn't take a long time. Selected modes not supported. Okay, onboard monitor. It is a Benz. See, it tells you exhaust gas sensor monitor. So rich to lean, The result is okay. The value is 14, should be under 154. Rich to lean and lean to rich. Low sensor voltage for switch time calculation. Not sure what that is, but the result is okay. It goes through many tests and they're all okay here. I'm not very familiar with those. Component test. Okay, vehicle information. Turn key on with ignition off. Okay, I don't want to do that. Okay, the VIN number, blah blah blah, calibration, some factory information. Okay, vehicle status. Okay, engine $10. I don't know what that is. That's the protocol. Okay, monitors. Okay, monitors not applicable. Codes found. Status. This is very good information here. I mean, that's really good. If we go to if we go to service, these are really helpful. These are great stuff. So especially in these complicated cars, you have to go through a process to reset the oil, what do you call it, warning light. So this is very helpful. You can just go ahead and reset that. The TPMS, if you change a sensor or a tire, you can go and do reset it or change and stuff like that. That is great. That is very helpful. BMS. What is BMS? BMS is serves to clear the fault message of the original battery to readapt to a new battery. That's when you replace the battery. It does keys. The vehicle cannot operate normally unless the remote is identified, authorized by a car immobilizer. I mean, if this thing does key immobilization and programming, I would freak out. I mean, it's $50. If it does this stuff, that would be amazing. Okay, it does the throttle reset. That's probably to reset the idle when it goes whack, or when you replace the battery sometimes. So all that is great stuff for $50 scanner. Yeah, so that's it for the scanner. This is my review. I am really very impressed about what it can do. I mean, the really good thing about this scanner is that you don't have to pay for all the extra hardware that you have to pay for when you buy a regular scanner that has the screen and the buttons and the wires and all that. So this can serve all these functions. So instead of using the screen and the buttons that they give you, you just connect it to your phone via Bluetooth, and you don't have to pay for all the extra hardware, which is great. I think it does very good for the price. I think something like that should run about $150 to $200 to get all these features and services. So I am really pleased with it. AUTEL really sent me this just to look at it, and I will always give my honest opinion. I think this really is it's really the best bang for your buck for the Bluetooth scanners. I mean, the Blue Driver is $100+. So this is really good for the money, and it did great with this car. This car is very difficult to work with. There's like very specialty scanners that can cost thousands for this car, and this pulled enough information for me to be able to, diagnose an issue, or check engine light, or reset the oil, or bleed the brakes, or reset the TPMS, which is very incredible. Again, for $50 you can't go wrong. I will link it in the description. It's very impressive for the money. So I will put an Amazon link. It's not affiliated or anything, so I'm just gonna put it there, just so you can click on it and access easily. So that was my review for the AUTEL. I am very sure that if it did this with a Mercedes, it's gonna do better with other cars that have simpler systems and some less complicated PCM. So that was it. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Hopefully it was helpful, and I will catch you guys in the next one.